But no, I was saying, you said you showed your ass at that Robert Brown fight, man.
Yeah. I've been fighting a long time, doing MMA and doing all kind of things. When Dada reached out to me about doing the bare-knuckle fighting, I didn't even hesitate. But I will tell you this, fighting Robert Brown did set me up to get more back to my striking roots.
Okay.
You couldn't just fumble through. You couldn't just fumble through a fight. You can't just fumble and take them down and roll around on the ground and make it, and win.
Right.
You got to stay aware. You got to stay sharp, and you got to be thinking on the fly. You got to be coming up with new ways in and new ways out. And it was masterful because I remembered more of my roots, more of my martial art type roots, right. Especially with the altitude. I couldn't be jumping around and pushing and just cross-fitting my way through a fight. You have to make conscious moves, conscious decisions, conscious strikes, and explode when it's time to explode, and breathe when it's time to breathe. And that fight actually put a lot of these boys in trouble. Got a lot of these boys in trouble.
Man, and it was the perfect setup for your way to the Bare-Knuckle family too. I mean, obviously, now that you're in BKFC, you crushing it. You poster boying it for the last, now 4 joints. I want to talk about that journey, man, from going from that moment in Cheyenne to BKFC and being part of the rise and actually helping make this thing pop off in the world, man.
Well, at the time, I felt like I was in the prime in my prime. Even though I'm older than most guys, I was about 37. I'm older than most guys doing doing MMA and doing mixed martial arts. Guys think it's a young man's sport. Right. And but I'm smarter and I'm tighter and I'm wiser and I'm smoother and I've always known I had these skills. It's like comparing LeBron then to LeBron now. He's tight. Like I don't think I would pick old LeBron over new LeBron. Like I don't think I would. You know what I mean? Like the new LeBron, the new one's awesome too. So when I'm in there, I'm so comfortable because I've been through hell. I've literally been through hell. I'm not afraid to go back. I've suffered more than most people have ever suffered. I'm not afraid. I can show you. I've been there. I can go back. So after the beginning at that fight, then I made in any of my previous mixed martial arts bouts, and I was near retirement age. I'm like, man, what? Bare-Knuckle was so new. They were paying so much in comparison to MMA, and it was light work. I put my hands on you, man, and then I'm gone. So, but the thing with Dada at the time, they weren't doing as many shows. Right. They were doing one or two shows a year. Me pushing 37, 38 years old, I don't have a year to wait. I don't have 2 years to wait. You know what I mean? For another fight. So when the BKFC, when I found out they were doing tryouts, I went in swinging. Rumble Johnson, he saw me move. When he saw me move, I captured his attention. I captured him. When he saw what I was doing and how everybody moved away from me when I started swinging, and it wasn't just swinging, it was conscious motions and movement steps that I've been doing all my life. You know what I mean? I can move the room. I didn't even touch you, but you can tell it's a knockout. Rumble Johnson and Rashad Evans were the two people who they were like, hey, this guy can fight. All the other guys, okay, yeah, maybe. But this guy, you got to get him on the card, Dave. And you know how close Dave and Rumble was. Right. So I got the BKFC contract. The rest is history. Reggie Pena was their guy. He fought Deontay Wilder. He had a storied boxing career in Tampa. He had thousands of fans screaming, Reggie, and I was whooping his ass like I was beating him like he was a drum. Right. And that swole up so big that the doctor said, I can't in good conscience keep letting you punch him in the same spot. And then it was that was the second biggest payday of my career. then the third biggest payday, then the fourth biggest payday, then the fifth biggest payday. Man, once you start paying the man to do what he loves, you create a dangerous thing.
Yes, sir. Man, how does it feel to take out what will be considered two UFC legends in Hector Lombard and Joe Riggs?
You know, you're not a legend until you get took out.
Word. So
as long as you running around here, running your mouth, talking about you a legend, you just waiting to get took out. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, you know, my hat's off to you guys. I'm sorry, not sorry that I had to be the one to do it, but everybody got to go someday. Someday at a time, but that day ain't today. You know what I mean? Is what
you just made a lot less GOATs, man. There's gonna be a lot of people not talking no legendary no more. They ain't trying to get touched.
When I leave this bare knuckle world, I will have set the bar so high. They'll talk about me forever. That's so long. I want to be recognized for my skill. And it's gonna take a couple more draws. It's gonna take a couple more wild, weird knockouts. It might take a couple more slaps at press conferences. But at the end of the day, somebody's gonna review those tapes and they're gonna say, "Did you see that?" You might not have appreciated it then, but you'll appreciate it later. You know what I mean? I was recently looking over the Joe Riggs knockout with my dad. That was masterful. That combination was masterful. You have anybody land a flusher, cleaner, more conscious combination than that. And they still ain't caught on, but they will. One day they'll be like, "Hey, did you see what he did?" and everybody's slow, you know, everybody's slow to it. What I did to Eric Lozano was beautiful. It was beautiful violence. And like I say, it'll be a few years from now before everybody finally catch on to say, "Hey, that guy was awesome." Right now, they're comparing me to Slice and comparing me to Mike Tyson, comparing me to those guys, but a whole different animal, whole different person, whole different type of person. And eventually they'll see it. I don't mind if it's not today.
Absolutely. Do you feel like, similar to UFC, you guys are helping make bare knuckle popular in the world?
Yeah. You know, everything has a start. You know what I mean? Everything has a start. UFC had a start. Everybody was against UFC when it first started. Now you're talking with 20, 30 years in, of course, everybody knows the UFC. It took them 30 years. Bare Knuckles on better. Bare Knuckles on par. Everybody wants to be a part of Bare Knuckle. Everybody knows about Bare Knuckle. I got recognized at the airport in Puerto Rico. He said, "Hey, you're the juggernaut." Everywhere I go, I'm recognized by somebody who watches Bare Knuckle. It's not even old people, even old ladies. And so UFC definitely created a grid for martial arts and definitely created fanfare and kind of made it a staple in society. But now it's time for a change. And I believe that Bare Knuckle is the way. Even Dana White knows it's time for a change. That's why he opened up the slap league.
What you think about the slap? What you think about the slap league, by the way? What you think about this?
I won't diss it because it takes a whole type of animal to let somebody hit you. I won't lie to you. I probably wouldn't be successful at that. My head moves by itself, and I'm not gonna train it not. You understand? I won't train my brain not to move out of the way.
Right.
So I don't believe that me personally, I would be successful at the slap league because every time you try to touch me, I'm gone.
Yeah. I mean, to be quite honest, my blackness won't accept a man slapping me in my face for nothing. Like that ain't happening like that.
Right. Yeah. Listen, not only that, I will applaud Dana White for even legalizing gloveless combat in Nevada. See, what people don't understand is that bare knuckle is gloveless combat. Only reason we haven't been in Las Vegas, gloveless combat was illegal.
Yeah.
Now, gloveless combat is legal. So guess where you've been to juggernaut next? Guess where you've been to see the juggernaut next? Big baby.
In a casino near you,
Welcome to
baby.
that. Yes, sir.
You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir. Splashing them.
Nice.
Flashing them. So, like I said, I'm ready for whatever they bring. Mike Richmond, like I said, he's an afterthought. I'm gonna steamroll him. I'm the juggernaut, and then it'll be some other guy screaming my name, pretending I'm not who I say I am, and I'll smash him too. That's the life of a. It's definitely job security. It's enough dummies in the world to whooping ass for a long time.
Yo, what is it about this Florida water, man? Y'all some diehard fighters in Florida, man.
You say, what is it about Florida?
Yeah, man. Y'all be about that, man.
You say, what is it about?
Yes.
I know. I'm originally from Cleveland, the truth.
Oh, okay.
I was telling some guys at the barbershop that, Duval, Jacksonville reminds me so much of Cleveland because it is a no nonsense.
Right.
No nonsense. You talk crazy to me. You're not going to think about, don't tell me you're going to slap me. You know what I mean? Somebody recently died at the slushy machine. You know what he said, whatever he said or did, he had to die at the slushy machine. Right. You got to be careful what you say out your mouth in Cleveland and especially Duval, especially in Jacksonville. So I've always come up like that, no nonsense. If I'm not feeling your energy, I might have to get rid of you before you get rid of me. You know what I mean? Like that. I've survived. I'm 40 years old. I'm proud of that. I made it.
Right.
A lot of people didn't make it. So yeah, when it comes to no nonsense, or when it comes to challenging me or trying me for my manhood, bro, I'm going. Wherever they got for me to go, I'm going there.
And last question, for those who are still getting used to gloveless combat, what is your defense of fighting this way? For those who might think this is the more dangerous thing for you to do.
Well, defense is definitely the most important aspect of combat to me. I used to think that that it was hard to transition from offense to defense, but one of my secrets is that there is no difference. There's no difference between offense and defense. When you reach out for me, my body defends itself by hurting you. And that's why I'm good. And it'll take a while before people bridge the gap. I'm a defensive specialist. I'm not knocking them guys out. They knocking themselves out. And the more you try to hurt me, the more you hurt yourself.
Absolutely. Man,
that's why I'm the champion.
Man, we love watching it, man. Like I said, I've been watching you from day one, man. I'm proud of you, dog. You've been doing your thing. And it's a beautiful thing to see somebody living that dream, man, for real.
I appreciate you, man. You're looking good, too, man. Push it, hold it. Juggernaut Life LLC, The Juggernaut Hunt on Instagram, BKFC, The Dak Shack, First Round Management. To all my sponsors, if I forgot some of y'all, Knockout Canada, it's all love, man. Thank you so much for supporting me, for watching out for me. Let's continue to do big things. Iggy Kata got a nice billboard of me up in New York right now.
Hey.
We're doing big. Yeah, we're doing big things, man, and it feels good. It feels good to be on top.
Absolutely, man. We're gonna be watching Knucklemania 3, February 17th, Albuquerque, New Mexico, my man. Keep getting it, baby. We love it.
Juggernaut Life, baby.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Hey, yo, the champ is here.